welcome to the Psychic Side. I'm your host, Psychic Medium John Cappello, and this is my weekly program here on the A1R Psychic Radio Network and Moonstruck TV, and we've got a whole bunch of other places you can find our program as well, and we hope that you will, and watch our shows over and over and over again. So we look forward to having you comment on our program too. So today we're going to take our first caller, and so that caller will be coming in a couple more minutes, I'm sure. At least we hope so. And we're going to go along with our scheduled program, though. Last week we talked a little bit about dreams and the visual aspects of dreams, and I hope you had a chance to hear the program. We're going to revisit some of these things as we go along in our journey here on the A1R Psychic Radio Network. But we're just going to kind of give you a little bit of overview. We only have a few minutes of the program. So I talked a little bit about dreams last week, and this week we're going to talk a little bit about clairaudience. Of course, we can't completely ignore the events that happened today. Part of it was because we're seeing Pluto. You know, that Pluto, I was telling you about it a few shows ago, about how it's in the placement where it was during the American Revolution. Well, it did something really interesting over the weekend. It went from the sign of Capricorn into the sign of Aquarius. And so each sign is a reaction to the previous one. And it kind of wants to cure the things that the previous sign did, if you want to call it that. So it just seems that the influence of Pluto and Capricorn, which is big government corruption and lots of things, power and maybe greed, is going to be supplanted by the humanitarian and the eccentricities of Aquarius. So we'll see what happens. Of course, we had President Trump, or former President Trump, indicted today and went before a court. We'll see what Pluto does with that. It's making its first pass into the sign of Aquarius, and it'll make 3 passes to the point where it is right now. So it's affecting me because I'm 0 degrees Aquarius in my sun sign. So I wanted to talk a little bit about clairaudience today, but we have a caller. So I'm going to take my first caller and see if we can help Lizzie from the United Kingdom, and then we'll try to get back to our programming if we can. So Lizzie, are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, very good. I hope you're doing well today.
Yeah, it's been a lovely day here in England.
It's a lovely day in England? Okay, we're getting ready to have some rain.
It was, yeah.
It was? Okay. Well, Lizzie...
it's now night time.
Do you have someone in spirit you're trying to reach? Is there a father or husband in spirit?
No, I've just got a question to ask.
Pardon me?
Can you see... We're not separated, only by mileage. Can you see my husband returning back to me next week?
Oh, okay. So there is an issue. There is an issue of regarding your husband, and you're separated from him right now. Is that correct?
We're only separated by mileage.
By mileage, okay.
And his job returned back to Essex in the United Kingdom.
Okay. Well, it seems to me that he's doing his best to get back to you. It feels that way to me. There may be some complications, but he is going to come back. It just seems that, has he been working there in the other part of the country?
He's working.
Okay.
Yeah, he's working in Portsmouth.
Okay, because it just seems like you've had some sadness around you by being separated from him. Is that right?
Both of us are, yeah. We're both unhappy.
Okay. Well, he is trying to get back. Now, the thing is, he may have to make a decision whether or not he wants to work that with this particular company or this job. If he is going to come back to live where you are, or there may have to be some type of move. There's going to have to be some
Yeah,
type
that's
of
what it would. Yeah, it would be a transfer back
right.
to where I am.
Okay. Well, how can I help you today? Because I do feel like he's coming back. It seems like there's always some type of obstacle that prevents him from returning on time. It sounds like he has a position where they need him, and there may be a little bit of chaos that only he can take care of, or something of that nature. Because just seems like he thinks he's got everything under control, and then oops, something happens, and they go, well, we need you to come on over here and fix this problem now.
You're
Is that
right.
Pardon me?
You're right. You're spot on with that one.
Okay.
I was told he will be coming back next week.
In 6 weeks? Well, it's like I say, I think that's pretty close. I think that from the energy that I'm picking up, it's pretty close that he'll be back in that time frame.
He will be.
Next week. Oh, no, I'm not. Next week. I'm sorry. I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing you. I think it's going to take a little bit longer than next week myself. At least that's my feeling.
When do you think he'll turn up?
Well, I do think that I'm going to say at least 3 weeks or so, because I think he's finally going to have to say, I'm leaving, and you guys are going to have to figure some things out on your own, because I need to go home and see my wife, you know. So I think in some ways he's going to have to put his foot down, and let them know that, you know, they're not babies over there, that they can figure some things out on their own. And to keep dragging him back, it's just not fair. That's my feeling.
Have he actually put his transfer in to come back to Essex?
Are people going to transfer in to come so he can come back to Essex?
Yeah, has he put the actual piece of paper of a transfer back to where I am?
I think he has. I think he has put in the transfer. It's just that this is a lot of foot dragging for me. Okay. And so, like I say, I think he's going to have to put his foot down, and he's going to have to go in and, you know, maybe even pound the table a little bit in a nice way. I don't want to get him fired, but I'm just saying that he's going to have to put his foot down, and he's going to have to say something that is going to get their attention. Okay.
Yeah, because he's not a very well man either.
Yeah, it just seems like I say they seem to push a lot of stuff on him that's not. It's really not really fair.
No, it isn't. It's like this week. He wanted to come home for Easter on Passover, and they've let everybody else have time off, and he's the police inspector in charge.
He just can't let him continue to get away with that. But like I say, he's going to have to do it in a nice way. I think he makes pretty good money, and I think he wants to continue with the job. But I also think he wants to come home, and I think that that's something that needs to be respected. But he's going to just have to put his foot down. Okay.
Do you think he'll do it?
If he gets upset enough, he will. Yes, but that's why he's not coming back in a week. He's gonna have to get a little bit more upset before he is gonna put his foot down. But I do think he will. It's just that it's taking him a little bit longer than I would like. But I'm not. I'm
yeah,
like,
same here.
And probably you too.
It is. I wouldn't mind him back tonight, actually.
Thank you so much, Lizzie.
Thank you so much. Take good care.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So that was my first call here on the A1R Psychic Radio Network. I hope I did okay. Lots of information there that we tried to give this lady. I mean, a lot of times, you pick up the energy of a man and you pick up the situation that there is something going on, but they don't necessarily have to be in spirit to pick up that energy of a male presence or a female presence. But we're a long way from getting into mediumship with our current content. And so it looks like we're going to have to talk about clairaudience next week. But before we sign off today, I want to thank Miracles of Joy for once again deciding to sponsor our program. And be sure to use that promotional code PS-0223 if you want to buy something from their online site. So thank you very much. Thanks, Dave, for being a great part of the program today and for the messages, because I couldn't hear her really well. But thanks for joining us here on the Psychic Side. I'm your host, John Cappello, and we'll see you next week here on the A1R Psychic Radio Network and Moonstruck TV. Take care. Bye-bye.